Are we recording yet? Hello? All right, can everybody hear me? All right, then, that's what's up. All right, so anyways, let's get started. Pretty much this video, bro, is gonna go over the introduction to binary options and whatnot. So what I'm gonna show you guys how to do is pretty much get the gist of how to pretty much follow the market, like call trades, get familiar with your programs, like your platforms. You're using spot options to demo because you got to figure out, how to even take your trades, what strike rates, calls, puts, all that good stuff is. And MetaTrader is going to be your charting platform and how you actually follow the market, okay? I use 5 because I feel like it follows the market pretty well. It doesn't really lag that much. So that's personally why I use it, and I think that's a great tool for you guys to learn on. Other charting programs, they can lag. TOS has some pretty cool stuff on it, but it just lags too much for me. And that's why I want you guys to all learn on MetaTrader. When you finally figure out how to trade, whether you want to learn indicators or use other software, that's on you, all right? But we're going to learn using MetaTrader because I think this is the shit, and I think it'll help you guys out, all right? So first off, I need to help you guys set up your MetaTraders. That way you can figure out, that way you can figure out and have the exact same screen as me, okay? So let me screen share real quick. My screen looks nothing like yours if you have MetaTrader right now, all right? But I still remember where everything is, okay? So scroll out real quick. All right. So if you guys are using MetaTrader 5, if you're using MetaTrader 4, I honestly don't know what your screen looks like, but it should look somewhat similar to this, all right? Now, if you're using MetaTrader 5, right, then you should have like some emails somewhere down here on the screen. It's like a long strip, right? And you're going to see something like the emails is going to be like a little X in this area, right? I want you to click on that X and get rid of all these emails, all right? Email tab. Click on that X, all right? And 1 second, because my doorbell just rang. So give me a second. I'll be right back, all right? Hold up. Bring this guy here. All right, y'all. My girlfriend just got here, so it's all good. But anyways, so you saw all those little emails on the bottom. You clicked on that, you get rid of those, all right? Next, you should see like this little navigator box in this area, right? There's going to be an X right there, too. I want you to click that out as well, all right? And once you do that, you're going to have these currency pairs on the left side of the screen. What I want you to do is I want you to right-click on any of those currency pairs. You're going to have this little thing that comes up, right? I want you to click on Show All. And once you click on Show All, you're going to have this long strip of currency pairs, just like I have, okay? Is anybody lost yet? If so, click in the chat. Or at least tell me that you guys are following around, okay? So if you've done what I've said so far, you should have this long strip of currency pairs. And then you should have like these 4 charts on the screen, all right? Is everybody at the same spot on the same spot that I'm at? All right. So Next, you're gonna have like 4 charts down here, like these little tabs right here. It's gonna be like Euro USD and like 3 more. I don't even know. I don't remember which ones you're looking at, but it really doesn't matter. Those are just 4 currency pairs, and each of them should have like an H1. So these are hour candles, pretty much, right? So let's say, for example, for future reference, if you want to add more currency pairs because you want to look at more charts, to do that, all you do is just click on one of these charts, right? Like let's say Euro CAD, right? And if I want to add another tab down here, I'm gonna just drag it right next to my default button. When I let go of this, a new chart's gonna appear right here. So if I let go right here, all of a sudden I have a new chart. Let's say I have my screens all jumbled up with charts and I don't want to look at all this. So I'm gonna just right click and I'm gonna close it. And that way my screen doesn't look all cluttery, okay? So if you want to navigate through these charts faster for future reference, just click on the tabs, all right? It looks better when you maximize it because it's easier to switch. So let's say I double click on a screen. Let's say I want to go through my charts faster. I just click. Simple as that. All right. So let's say, for example, you click, everybody double click on the Euro USD. All right. You look so cute in your little army uniform, baby. All right. So when you double click on the thing, you'll have like a bunch of lines. You might even have some indicators. You don't even know what the hell you're looking at, right? What I want you guys to all do, right? If you have an indicator down here on the bottom of your screen, I can't remember if you do now, but if you do, I want you to just right click and there should be like a delete indicator window. Just click on that, delete it, okay? Next, if you have this red line going over those green lines in the middle of the screen, just right click over the red line, right? And I want you to delete that indicator. You don't need it. You look so cute, baby. Oh, I love you. Massage your feet when I'm done with this, all right? All right. I'm sweet talking my lady. All right. So once you right click on that red line and get rid of it, then you should just have those green lines. So now what I want you guys to do is I want you to go up to, I want you to right click on the middle of the screen again. So I want you to right click. You're going to see this button right here. It says grid. I want you to click that. You don't need none of those gray boxes. It's just confusing. I want you to click on grid and get rid of those gray boxes, okay? Is everybody following along? Anybody lost? Nah, nobody's confused though, right? All right. All right, so next, what I want you to do is I'm going to give you 2 indicators and I'm going to explain what happens, okay? So I want you to go up to insert at the top. You're going to see indicators. Oh, shit, that's right. I should have told you something too. So for example, if you don't have none of this, if you don't have the emails on the bottom, if your market watch right here is not moving, that means your account is not live yet. So what you need to do is you need to open up your account. At the very beginning when you download a MetaTrader, it should have gave you some options as far as like opening an account. It says like out period, something like that. You need to click next. You need to fill in the instructions. You could just put some bullshit information if you want. But you need to make an account. Once you make that account, all the emails, the navigator, and your clock will start working. All right? So you need to fill in some bullshit information real quick. And then agree to the newsletter subscribes on the bottom. And once you do that, then you'll be able to follow along, okay? I should have told you that from the jump. If you're no longer at that screen, and what you do is you go to File, up here, and then you'll see like an option right here that says Open an account. You need to make an account. You don't need to put real money into this, okay? Y'all just need to get this going. Y'all need no real information. Because I should have said that at first. You guys got to communicate with me so I know where we're at, all right? All right, I'll give y'all a minute to catch up if you're live. Because Tony and Michael are the only ones saying anything. All right, everybody good? If you're good, type the letter Y in the chat box so I know what's going on. All right. All right, good. That's going to be a 1 hour call too. 5 minutes? Yeah, it's 5-minute call. All right. Anyways. All right. So I want you to go to insert. All right. So we can get your indicators. We're going to have 2 indicators. All right. So you're going to go to indicators. You're going to go to trend right here. And I want you to click on Bollinger Bands. Okay. Right. Once you click on Bollinger Bands, what I want you to do is I want you to just click on the color. Right. And you can either change it to blue or you can just type in blue. Okay. And then once you do that, just push OK. And your screen should look like this. Second indicator you're going to have, you're going to go back to indicators, right? You're going to come down to oscillators. You're going to go to RSI, which is the relative strength index, okay? Click on that. What I want you to do is your period right here should say 14. I want you to change that to 2. And then this underneath style, you're going to have a color. I want you to change whatever that color is to gold. Either just click it or just type it in. I want gold, okay? Once you do that, I want you to click on levels. Your level should say 30 and 70. I want you to change that 30 to 5 and that 70 to 95. Whatever this color is right here, change that to red. Are you on pain or something? You must be sore. Yeah. Once you do that, push OK. Your screen should look like this. Everybody at the same pace? All right, so you're going to go to indicators, and you go to oscillators, to the relative strength index. On the parameters tab, your period is default is 14. I want you to click on, I want you to put in 2. Then when you go to style, whatever this color is, I want you to change it to gold. Then you click on the levels tab. Now when you go right here in this area, you're going to have, your levels are going to say 30 and 70. I want you to change the 30 to 5, and I want you to change the 70 to 95. Then this color, I think it's silver. I want you to change that to red, and then push OK. Everybody at the same page? If your screen looks exact, hold on. If your screen looks exact like mine, then I want you to type the letter Y in the chat box. All right. So if you go to indicators, right, then I want you to go to insert indicators. You go to oscillators. Go to relative strength index. I'll tell you that in a second, Kayla. Your parameters on the parameters tab, your period, the default is 14. I want you to change that 14 to 2. You can just delete 14, type in 2. Then there should be a color right here. I want you to change that color to gold. Then click on the levels tab. You're going to have 2 levels right here. I want you to change, they should say 30, and then the other one should say 70. I want you to change the 30 to 5, and I want you to change the 70 to 95. I was right about that call. That went by 1 pip. Funny. All right, then I want you to change this color. Let me read that, Michael. Pretty much, Michael. The likeliness of a reversal when it's that high is pretty much almost spot on, bro. It's just good practice for newbies. That's why I have you guys doing it. Whatever this color says, I want you to change that color to red, okay? All right, let me push OK. Is everybody on the same page? All right. I don't have those little numbers going across the chart. You talking about these little numbers right here, bro? Because in all honesty, I don't even know what the hell those numbers are. They just barely start showing up. So don't really even pay much attention to that, dog. Like, for real. It's like something that I haven't recently. All right, then show. Larry, you go to indicators. And on your indicators, you're going to go to oscillators right here. Scroll down. It's relative strength index. All right. Your parameters, this right here, should say 14. I want you to change that to 2. Then whatever this color is right here, I want you to change that to gold. Next, I want you to click on this levels tab right here. You're going to have 2 levels. One should say 30, and the second one should say 70. I want you to click on that 30, double click on it, and change it to 5. Then I want you to double click on the 70 and change that to 95. And then just click OK. Actually, matter of fact, then you go to the color. Whatever this color says, I believe it's silver. I'm not sure. Whatever this color says, I want you to change that to red. Then push OK. You good, Larry? All right. Future reference, I believe. Let's see. If you double click on your indicators, the screen will pop up quicker, just so you guys know, all right? All right. So, all right, so these are indicators. All right. Now, how you guys zoom in, right? This is an hour candle, but real quick, I want you to go to your middle of your screen, right? And I want you to right click. You're going to see this big ass list right here. I want you to click on templates, right? And I want you to save this template, okay? Save it anything that you want, but I want you to save the template, right? You can name it as whatever. The reason why you're going to want to save this is because as you're going through your charts, you could just upload the template and then all your charts will look exactly like this. So like I trade normally on naked charts. Naked charts looks like this. It has no indicators whatsoever. But if I right click and I go to my templates, I'm going to click on asterisk setting and look what happens. Same exact thing as what I just had. Then I can go back here. I can go on naked charts. All of a sudden my indicators are gone. So it's just a faster way to navigate through your settings. Make sure you guys save that template real quick, all right? Then once you're done saving, you're gonna right click again, come all the way down here. You're gonna see the zoom in button, all right? I want you to zoom in. Just keep zooming, right? Eventually your candles are gonna get big. But just zoom in until your eyes are comfortable, okay? They don't need to be hella close. Just close enough. All right. Does everybody save their template yet? If so, type the letter Y in the group chat. All right. And then you guys should be zoomed in already. Okay. So let me get y'all up to speed on binary options, all right? So pretty much what binary options is, you know, we follow the market movement in Wall Street, okay? Now, how this works is all of these candles represent something like the market movement of this asset. The asset that we're looking at is the Euro USD. So it's the European dollar versus the US dollar. Every time the European dollar goes down in value, the US dollar goes up. You know, your charts will correlate. Every time the US dollar goes down, our European dollar goes up. Then all the European dollar charts will correlate as well. Only on these assets though. So MetaTrader, all of our green candles mean the market's going up. And all of the white candles mean the market's going down. The market can only do three things. And this gold line, the RSI, follows the market movement to a gist. It's an indicator. It's not perfect, but it does follow, okay? Now, the market can either go up, it can go down, stay stagnant, right? It can look like this and just be like little lines or like, you know, stagnant lines as horizontal stuff, right? So knowing this, you know that the higher the market goes, eventually it's going to reverse, right? And people call this swing trading, okay? The lower the market goes, it's going to reverse. So if you follow these little indicators, once it gets high, it comes down. And once it gets low, it comes up. Knowing this, you can literally just follow your indicators. And once you learn how to read read the market or really figure out what these candles means, you can just take swing trades and win easily. There's a reason why I'm starting you guys on this, because no, these things aren't 100% accurate, but it's going to give you the gist and help you catch on to how this really works pretty damn fast, all right? Now, these are our candles, so I'm going to have you guys look. We'll look at 1 minute candles in a second. But what I want to show you guys is, let's go to your spot options real quick, all right? So I want you to go to spotoptions.com, like the link that I gave you guys. And every single time you actually log into your spot options account, you must use that link that I gave you guys. If you go to spotoption.com, I'm pretty sure there's no login button. So you're going to be stressing yourself over for no reason for the longest time trying to look for a way to get in. You have to use that link. It's the only way you can get into this, all right? So everybody go to your spot options real quick and log into your demo account. And if you don't have a demo account, just make one. It takes like 30 seconds. You should all start with $50,000 on your demo account, okay? Once you guys are in your demo account, let me know. If you're in your demo account, just type in, like IN. Let me know you guys are in. All right. All right. So now that you're in this, your balance, you say demo user, welcome demo user, and your balance should all be like $50,000, okay, right? Now, you guys are not risking real money like on this demo account, all right? That doesn't mean that you shouldn't treat this like it'd be a real account though, because once you actually get on live, if you get all reckless and treat your live account like your demo, don't be surprised when you go broke. I'm telling you from experience, homie. Like don't trade all reckless, all right? But anyways, on this demo account, like everything that happens on spot options happens with the real market. So if you get trades on your demo account, then you can really fuck Wall Street up, like for real, because all these are live trades. It's just paper money, so you're not getting paid in real currency, but you're really winning your trades. Just keep that in mind, okay? So we're gonna look at binaries, right? I'm gonna have you guys play around with this with these turbos in a little bit, but we're gonna look at binaries and I'm gonna explain what these things mean, okay? So as you can see, my asset right here says Euro USD, right? But this doesn't look like candles. Now, if you see these little tabs right here, it just shows you how the graph has been looking for that time frame. So for the past hours, it shows you all the hills and valleys and stuff. This doesn't really tell you what's happening in the current market though. So you don't really pay much attention to this graph, all right? But for the Euro USD, obviously this graph does not look like candles. How you read the market is by reading the candles and matching up your indicators with those candles to know what the hell is going to happen, okay? all these little wicks in the body size, patterns, all these have a meaning. So when you learn how to read these patterns, then you'll be straight. Right now, you're just learning the basics, okay? So my asset says Euro USD, right? Obviously, if I'm looking at the Euro USD and this is my trading, like my trading asset, then I'm gonna want to look at Euro USD charts. If I'm trading on Euro USD on my spot options, right, with real money, then why the hell would I want to trade, like look at Great Britain pound against US dollar? This isn't even the same market. It's stupid as hell, you know, to look at different charts. Don't match up your assets. So whenever you're looking at a specific chart, you want to match it up with your assets. Right now, all the currencies that we can trade on are right here. So if I'm looking at the Great Britain pound versus the USD, I'm going to click on that, right? Then I'm going to click on a Great Britain chart. And that's what the hell I'm going to go off of. If I'm looking at Euro USD, I'm going to click on the Euro USD asset. I'm going to match it up with my Euro USD chart. If I'm looking at the USD, where is that? USD JPY. Common sense says I'm going to look at the USD JPY chart because I want to know exactly what the hell I'm doing. And the only way to do that is to match up your charts with your asset. These aren't all the charts right now either. We have commodities, we have indices, we have a couple stocks. Starting tomorrow, Apple stocks and all this other stuff will appear again. But the market just opened today. That's how come we don't have a whole lot of options, all right? So we're going to go back to our Euro USD, okay? Now, so that's a little about your assets, right? This little thing right here, don't listen to that. It's supposed to be on your side, but this really is just a bunch of bullshit. Like you would click the button and they'll supposedly go over your graph and tell you what the hell is going to happen. Man, don't trust these brokers, I'm telling you, because you're going to go broke following their judgment. It says call, and I can assure you if I took a call right now, I'd probably lose. Well, anyways, so that's a little about your assets, all right? Your expiry right here. Now, it says that this Euro USD, the next trade that I could take closes at 3:30. Now, obviously, it's not 3:30 for me right now. Like, you know, obviously, it's not 3:30 for a lot of us right now. It goes by military time. So what you need to learn how to do is to match up your expiry time with your market watch time. Now, my market watch says 05:13, you know, in 10 seconds, right? So according to my real time is 8:13. The market, my spot options is 3:30. Well, that's when the trade closes. So that means in 17 minutes, it's going to be 5:30, right? My trade closes in 17 minutes. So that lets me know that my market watch is really 2 hours behind the spot options time. Because if this closes at 3:30, which will be in 17 minutes, because these are 15-minute trades, then 17 minutes from now would be 5:30 for me according to my market watch. So that means that I'm 2 hours ahead of the spot options time. So the smart thing to do would be go onto your Facebook or something and just leave yourself a little note.
Hey, Miss Brett. Hey. Did you have that stream?
No, I'm on this webinar, right? I'm just letting you know. All right. If you want to talk, you can go out there. I'm just letting you know, man. No, there's nothing in there. You're good. All right. I'm just letting you know. Go get yourself something to drink, girl. All right. Anyways, y'all. So, go ahead out there. Go ahead. You can catch up my mama. You ain't in that much pain. I give you a massage later. I'll get you some ice cream, all right, baby? All right, hit the Barry White right quick, right? All right, so what you guys need to do is you need to take a little note, right, and figure out exactly what time your market watch is, right, and compare it to the actual expiry time. That way you don't get confused when you take your trades. Everybody's clock more likely says something different, right? But whenever you're taking these trades, you really just got to pay attention to these last two numbers and match it up with your real time. If this thing says 4 o'clock, then that ends in 45 minutes for me because that's the start of a new hour. So that means it starts when my hour ends. So at 9 o'clock for me, this is going to say 4 o'clock. Now, if you honestly don't know what the hell time it is according to your watch, just take a test trade and find out. So I'm just taking a random trade, right? And if I scroll all the way down, it's going to tell me what time I took my trade at. My start time was at 3:15. It's 8:15 for me now. What's my market watch say? My market watch says it's 5:15. So that means my market watch is exactly 2 hours ahead of spot options. So that's one way as you can figure out. As soon as you figure out what time it is in your market watch compared to what time it is on your spot options, save that note. Like write a note down like right now, I'm telling y'all. Because it'll help and you will no longer get confused on when to take your trades. Everybody understand? If you understand, type Y. Okay. So let's say, for example, right? Let's say, well, let me explain more and then I'll go over more on trades, all right? Now, what this means right here, right? So I just took a trade 1 minute ago, a little test trade, right? It ends in 15 minutes. Now, what this all means right here, right? Strike rate is the dollar value in the middle of these two options right here, right? Now, this button, the green button, it has a green triangle. It's call, right? That means that the market is going up. If you think the market's going up, you're going to click that button, you're going to take that trade, right? If you think the market is going down, then you're going to put. That's why it has a red down arrow triangle facing down, right? If the market's going to go down, you click, okay? Now, whether the market goes up or it goes down, it has, if you say the market's going up, it has to be above the strike rate that you chose when you enter your trade. So, for example, the time that I clicked my trade, when I finally entered my trade, my strike rate, the dollar value, was 1.27638. In reality, when you look at these numbers, the only numbers you really got to pay attention to are the last three numbers of whatever asset you're looking at. Only thing you got to pay attention to, okay? So I came in at 638 and I said the market's going up, right? I clicked the green button. So I said the market's going up over the next 15 minutes. You see, this is the current rate. So this is the actual value of the market right now. The market is 640. So I'm winning currently by 2 micro pips. All of a sudden, now the value is the same. So I'm tied on my trade, right? Now, whenever you're winning your trade, the box around the current rate will always be green. Whenever that's green, that means you're winning your trade. Whenever the box is gray, that means you're tied on your trade. Whenever the box is red, that means you're losing your trade. And then when you actually look at the value number, like the difference in the value, that's going to let you know by how many micro pips you're losing by. Micro pips is the difference in the number. So, for example, I'm winning right now by 7 micro pips. It's 45 minus 8 is 7, so I'm winning by 7 micro pips. You guys understand? If you understand, type Y. So you see how the value just went to 636? So now I'm currently losing my trade by 2 micro pips. But there's still 11 minutes. All of a sudden the box is gray. It's tied, right? If it turns green, it means I'm winning. So how this works, whenever you put in an investment, the investment box is going to be right here. You just type in however much money you want. And depending on the asset that you're looking at, every asset has a different payout percentage. It always tells you how much money you can win on your trades before you actually take the trades. And it lets you know exactly how much you're risking. Now, obviously, if I put $25 down on this trade, right? If I win my trade, I get my investment back plus 80%. So I'm going to win $45. So that means really I just made $20 profit. Now, if I lose this trade, then I just lose my investment. That's why the payout says 0. So if I lose 25. If I win, I make 45, which really is a $20 profit, right? Now, for example, if you're losing the trade and you honestly think there's no way for you to win, you can just sell your trade, and then rather than losing your full $25, you can actually make some of your money back. It says $10.49 right now. I can sell it, make my $10 back. Or I can just leave it alone, and hopefully within the next 10 minutes, I just win my trade. That way I get paid the full 20 or full 45. All right. Now, if I know that I'm going to win a trade for sure, I can always double up. And I can just click apply, right? And as long as, and so now it's going to give me a new strike rate if I double up, right? So if I click double up, all of a sudden I have a new trade. It's at 630, right? Now, I wouldn't necessarily recommend this unless you know that the market is going to reverse. Because if the market reverses, then all of a sudden, what if it goes above this number again? Now you're winning 2 trades. And instead of making $20 profit, you're going to make $40 profit. Only thing is, what if this market keeps going down like right now? I would have just lost 50 bucks. So what are you going to do? So be real careful about that double up thing. But anytime you double up, it's going to give you the actual rate of the current value, okay? The current market value, all right? So all of a sudden it's time. So that double up trade I would have just took, all of a sudden I would have been winning by that many pips because the market shot right back up. So be careful with that because you can lose a lot of money doing that, but you can also win a lot of money doing that. So only do it when you know what you're doing, okay? Now, before the last minutes of your trades, right? Timer that come up, right? This timer comes up in the last 10 minutes of your trade. Some other assets come up in the last 15 minutes, right? Now, there's only 8 minutes left. You can only call your trades until right before the final 5 minutes, all right? So once this timer hits 0, I can no longer take this, this trade and whatnot, and I got to let it ride out for the last 5 minutes. So I can only call my trades for the next 2 minutes, 30 seconds. After that, I can no longer do anything. And then I have to go to the next expiry time, which would be 3:45. Now, if I want to start looking at that, I can start calling my trades now and getting a good strike rate. When I give you guys homework, you're gonna honestly play around with those strike rates because right now a bunch of numbers will just confuse the shit out of you. Okay. Now, when actually playing with your investments and whatnot, when you actually get the hang of this, you might be like, all right, 25 bucks. Yeah, that's a quick 25, but I can't feed my kids. I can't live off of just 20 bucks on every trade. You feel me? So you're going to think like, all right, shit, well, I'm going to actually, up my investments because I want to make more money. Well, let's say you start doing $50 trades, right? Your risk is 50, but every single time you win a trade of $50, you just made 40 bucks. If you just win 2 trades, a day, that's 80 bucks profit, right? I don't know where you guys work or if you have, day jobs and whatnot, but 80 bucks is more than minimum wage. That's really $10 an hour if you work an 8-hour day. Now, let's say you took 5 trades a day and just left it at that. That's $200 profit. Now you can just go about, your business and enjoy your free time. That's if you won 5 trades with no losses, all right? Now, there's a trick to this on how to make money like this because you might think, man, that's a lot of risk for just $200. I don't know if I want to do this. Well, there's like, you can be smart about this at the same time too. Because once you guys get really good at trading, you can actually flip this $50 into $1,000 profit off of the same amount of trades. If you take 5 trades at $50 a piece, then your profit will always be $90 profit, which is really, $90, which is really $40 profit. You get 80% back. What if you took 50, you won 90 bucks, right? So that's $40 profit, but then you flip that 90. On your second trade, you're going to get 162. So now that's $72 profit, which is really, what is that? You start with 50, that's $112, profit compared to the initial 50 that you started off of 2 trades. What if I take the 162, do the same thing? Off of 3 trades, now I'm at 291. So that's $241 profit that you just made off of your initial $50 that you started out with. Now for 3 trades. Now I take that 291, 4 trades puts me at 523. And if I take that 523, I just made $941 for the day, and all I did was take 5 measly trades. So once you get good with your confidence and you learn how to trade and whatnot, you can make some serious money off of hardly doing any work. You just got to be spot on with your calls. You feel me? So if everybody understands, type letter Y. All right, then. So as you can see, my strike rate when I came in on that trade 10 minutes ago, I was at 638, but the market decided to go all the way down. It's 599 right now. So technically I'm losing by 42 micro pips. The trade closes in 4 minutes. I can assure you that market's not going to come back up. It's not going to shoot right back up, all those pips. So this is a losing trade right here because it's not going to come back up in the next 4 minutes. So at this point, you just take your losses and you look for the next trade. Don't try to play catch up. Don't get emotional and try to make your losses back, man. Just look for smart trades. Because, yeah, right now, you would have lost 25 bucks if we took that call right there. That would have been $25 lost. But you might try to be like, you know what, I need to make my profit, so I'm going to put $50 down. If you win, you'd only make 40 bucks profit because 50 turns into 90 is 40 bucks profit, right? So really, that would have been $15 profit because you subtract your initial 25 that you lost. But what if you lose that $50 trade? Now you at negative 75 because you're trying to play catch up and you don't know how to control your trade, your finance and whatnot. So whenever you trade, don't get emotional, man, and don't lose your discipline. Like, really, just don't play catch up. Just be smart with what you're doing. Otherwise, you're going to blow your account fast. Don't go live until you figure out what you're doing. You learn how to trade. You're confident in your skill. Once you know how to really master this whole, platform, feel me? And don't trade reckless amounts of money, trying to gamble, because you shouldn't be gambling when you do this. Yeah, it's all about psychology and discipline. Like Michael said, I'm telling you, bro. Like, before I started getting the hang of this, I lost $1,450 real money to this shit. I'm telling you, bro. Don't be me. I'm telling y'all, don't be me, man. And a lot of you, I bet if you even lost 1,000 on this, you probably be like, oh, no, it's not for me, man. But I'm telling you, if you just practice and really, stare at these charts and figure out how to work this shit, it's all going to pay off. I'm telling you, dog. For real. So that's a losing trade. Now, remember when I showed you how to sell button? If I would have sold that right there, I would have at least made $10.49 back. Instead, I'm going to lose the full 25 because I didn't sell this. So now I'm just looking at the next trade. You feel me? So, and as you can see, the market correlates and went down. Now, that's just a little bit about this platform. Okay, right? It's very basic. It's very simple. Match up your assets with your charts down here. Your expiries. I'm going to tell you more about this in a second, right? A little bit about your assets, calls, puts, all that stuff. Now, you see how these things gray out? This means I can no longer take the trade. This trade expires in 1 minute and 10 seconds. So what I'm going to do is click on next option. I'll trade. These trades 50 to 80. Want to do want to go. Everybody, right? Can you guys hear me? Is everything okay? All right, you guys hear me pretty clear now, though? All right, then. All right, for sure, then. All right, so what you want to do now is, right, as you can see, my market watch ends in 30 seconds. It's the same thing as the spot option. So this lets me know, all right, now I can look for a new trade. Now, I want everybody to right click, right, on the middle of your screen and whatnot. Just right click, and I want you to go to periodicity. This is going to show you how to navigate through your candles on MetaTrader. Your candles are pretty much, they all represent the timing, like the timing in the market and whatnot. So this is a 1 hour chart, which is my 1 hour candle, right? What I want you guys to all do is click on the minute chart, all right? Because I want you guys to see how these candles work. Now, every last one of these candles right here matches up with a minute, okay? They all represent a minute. So as soon as this turns to 5:31, this candle is going to stop moving and a new candle will show up, all right? So I want you guys to pay attention to that. And it's the same thing happens with every other candle, okay? So I just want you to watch this. This is going to keep moving. It's going to keep fluctuating right now. And within the next 15 seconds, a new candle will show up right here. So just pay attention to that market watch and pay attention to right here, okay? 4, 3, 2, 1. And then, see, new candle all of a sudden. You see how that works? New candles show up every minute because it's a minute chart. If you go to your 5-minute candles, new candles show up every 5 minutes. If you go to your 15-minute candles, new candles show up every 15 minutes. 30 minutes correlate, 6 o'clock, a new 30-minute candle will show up, and so on and so on and so on. If everybody understands that concept, type the letter Y. All right, so when I explain how these indicators match up, we're going to actually go over this with 1 minute candle because you get the concept up quick, and then you can show in terms of all body break. My mic's tripping. Can everybody hear me now? All right, sorry about that, y'all. My internet sucks, bro. All right, so all of these wicks are the actual lines connected to the candles, the pins, all right? And in the body are these thick, solid colors attached to those lines. Some of these candles don't even have wicks, they're just full bodies, right? The bodies represent the actual dollar value, like the value that happened during that time frame. And the wicks are how big the candles grew, but they didn't stay. So that's a whole nother webinar. That's actually going to be my second webinar because I'm teaching on that tonight. But right now, you're going to learn the basics, okay? So I'm going to have you guys started by dissecting these markets. Damn, my butt just got, it's just burning. I don't know why. What the heck? It was like I just got wet. That's crazy. All right, my bad, y'all. But, yeah, that was weird, right? Nah, man. Anyways, do your homework. All right. So, anyways, I'm gonna have you guys dissect the market using these 1 minute candles only because they go a lot faster to comprehend. All right. So, what these indicators represent, all right? The Bollinger Bands. These things act like a cage. So this is gonna identify and help you guys identify your trades. All right. Now, don't pay attention to this middle blue line. Just pay attention to the top and the bottom lines, all right? Whenever you're using these Bollinger Bands, the concept is these things work like a cage. So they contain all the dollar value that's happening in the market, all right? That's why these candles, for the most part, are inside these bands. The bands follow the market and whatnot. So anytime these candles break outside of the top band or the bottom band, eventually they're going to come right back in. And that lets you know when a reversal is about to happen. So for example, if you're looking at the market, you see how most of the candles are inside the bands. But all of a sudden, it comes out the bands down here. So this is the white candles, as we know, represents the market's moving down. Green candle represents that the market's moving up. You see how the white candle went outside? All of a sudden, next candle back. Close here. Bodies how much activity it really stayed at when it closed. I'm lagging. Can you guys hear me? You guys can hear me? All right. All right. So as you can see, white candle went outside of my blue band, right? All of a sudden, next candle was a reversal, shot back up. Then the next candle after that really brought it back into the bands. All of a sudden, the candles are inside again. So that lets you know whenever the candles go outside, reversal. Same thing here. White candle went out. All of a sudden, doji appeared. That's on your reversal pattern sheet. Those sheets that I gave all you guys, these are on your sheets. These things represent when reversals are about to happen or whatnot, all right? So you guys need to learn these patterns. The market went out. All of a sudden, market's still out. But then reversals occur eventually. Market's coming back towards the bands. All of a sudden, reversal all the way up. You call these reversals, you win those trades. So look right here. Market went outside of the bands. All of a sudden, next one, reversal, went right back down. Over here, market went all the way up outside the bands. All of a sudden, reversal, went right back down. Market went out. Let me click this button. Oh, yeah. If you guys want to follow the market, if you try to move the market, like when this button is actually highlighted, when you try to move the market, it's going to snap you right back to the end. So it's not doing it right now, but normally it does. Snap right back. So what you want to do is if you want to watch the actual market, click on that arrow, and then it'll let you slide left, all right? So as you guys can see, market goes out, all of a sudden reversals. When you actually figure out how to call these reversal trades, you can win. Same thing here. Market went out. Market decided to still stay out, but eventually it reversed right back in. Market went out right here. All of a sudden, came right back in. Market came all the way outside the band, pulled up. All of a sudden, market went all the way outside of the top band, reversed right back in. Market came outside the band, all of a sudden reversed, came back in. So these are just, this indicator lets you know that when the market goes outside the bands, you know a reversal is about to happen. It's not always immediately, but a reversal, 9 times out of 10, always happens when these things go outside the bands. This shot right underneath the bottom band, right here, reversal. What'd you say? So if you see it go out, you can basically determine pretty much, Lulu. It's that simple, bro. Like whenever you see these things go outside the bands, you know a reversal is about to happen, but it's not always immediately. That's why this thing is an indicator. It's not always 100% perfect, but it gives you the gist of what the hell's about to happen. Now, when you match these two indicators together, that's when the real magic happens. But this is just basic ass stuff. I don't even use this stuff anymore. It's not always 100%, but this is good for you guys to learn. So same shit right here. It went outside the bands and it pulled back. Then it decided to go down and it finally reversed. Oh, my bad. So you said, at what point would you execute the trade? Once the candle? Nah, this is how you do it, all right? How you call your trades is these candles will keep moving until the candles close. Now, what a close means is you know for a fact that your new candle starts at the top of each minute, all right? So while these candles are moving and whatnot, never take the trade unless you know what you're doing. Like, you guys are new. So when these candles are moving, don't take your trade, bro. As soon as the candle is full, you get down a trade. So this candle was fluctuating for an entire minute. Decided to finally come here. At the top of the minute, this candle is going to start moving. As soon as that moves, take that reversal trade. As soon as that minute starts, you trade in the other direction. And 9 times out of 10, you're going to win that trade. Actually, matter of fact, I'll say 8 times out of 10. So you said, it's out of the band. So it's out of the band. If I say it's going up in a 5-minute period, as long as it goes up, technically, but that depends on your strike rate. Strike rate makes all the difference. It's like, for example, like right here, you see my screen, this one went outside of the band, right? So let's say I waited for the new candle to start. I could be like, all right, 5-minute call. Call means market's going up. So if I say 5-minute call, where do the next 5-minute candles end at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's all the way down here. I would have lost my trade. So you know reversal will eventually happen. That doesn't mean if you just take 5 minutes, you're going to win, because you would have lost. Right here, though, market came down. All of a sudden, you know, yeah, just an example. It's cool. But all of a sudden, you say, all right, I know it's going to come reverse eventually, so I'm going to take a 1-minute call. If you took that 1-minute call, you would have won. 5 minutes is too long. Same thing right here. Now, this one right here, luckily for you, if this was out the band and it closed, if you said, all right, I'm going to take a 5-minute call because I know it's going to reverse. Look what happens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It would have ended up here. You would have won that candle in a major way. Right here. It goes outside of the bench. Take a 5-minute call. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You would have won that trade. Goes outside the bench. You take a 5-minute call. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You would have won that trade. This goes outside of the band. You take a put because you're like, it's going to reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You would have horribly lost that trade. So it really just depends, man. But you want to hit those minute reversals. Those 5 minutes, I mean, it's not reliable. And when you're playing with your real money, you want reliable ass trades. You don't want to gamble with real money, dog. Everybody understands title letter Y. So when you are taking a 1 minute or 5 minute, like when the candle crosses the blue line, you only take your trades when the candles stop forming. Just because it crosses a line doesn't mean, all right, now I can take that reversal. Because reversals don't mean it's going to come back immediately. It just lets you know once you cross that blue line, you know, eventually there will be a reversal. So for example, right now it's 5:41. Let's go to the end and look at the candles again, okay? So, all right. So right here, this candle is moving right now, right? Then the next 15 seconds, a new candle is going to start right here. So as soon as that new candle starts, if I know where the market's moving, I'm taking that trade. So 3 more seconds, 8, 9, 10, I would take the trade if I knew what the hell's going. So if I knew a reversal was going to happen, then I'm taking that put. And when I take that put, when the minute ends, I'm going to win my trade. So you're pretty much anticipating by going off your indicators. That's what you're doing. Now, once you actually learn like wick space and replication, you'll be able to actually come in and trades anytime that you're. But right now, you just got to gain the concept on when these candles close. Now, the market's trying to go down right now. That's why it's a white candle. So 20 more seconds, and we'll see what happens to this candle. A new one's going to appear right here. Now, just so you guys know, a minute ago I said if I could anticipate that reversal, then I'll take it at the start of the new candle when it starts forming, right? So start where it ended, started where the green candle ended, which is right where that white line is right here. So if I said I'm gonna take a minute put, right? It didn't go lower than my starting point, which is my strike rate. So that trade would have actually lost. So unless you have indication that reversals are going to happen, that's why you don't take those trades unless you have indication that the reversal will happen. When you have an indication, you know it's going to happen and you take your trade. But the strike rates mean a lot. You can't just take a trade because you think it's going to go in that direction. Like you got to know market's still going up. So that's a little bit about the Bollinger Bands. Whenever they go outside of the bands, you know, eventually reversals will occur. When it's inside the bands, you don't know what you're doing yet. So don't take trades, okay? Now, here's your second indicator. Oh, hold on. And if you guys understand, if everybody's following along, type the letter Y. All right. So this second indicator, this is your RSI. It follows the market movement. Now, the gold lines follow your market, okay? Now, what the red lines mean is originally the values were 30 and 70, right? Anything above the red line means that the market, if it's above the 95, because I had you guys change it to 95 and follow me, all right? Anything that's above this red line, the top one, is recognized as overbought, okay? It's an overbought territory. What overbought means is the higher the value is, you know, eventually it's going to bring its ass down. Like this candle right here, like you'll see this thing drop if the market comes down. It looks like it's going to keep going up actually. But if the market comes down, you can see this gold line follow the downward movement. If the market keeps going down and all of a sudden you see how it's doing it now, because it's a white candle coming down. That's why this thing's fluctuating. Now you're going to see if this thing decides to jump right back up, this gold line is going to change. That's only if that white candle decides to jump back up and go green, this gold line will change. So that's why I said, and it's going to keep going down. So that would have been a win on the reversal right there. 20 more seconds, that would have been a winning trade following this indicator. So, you know, I just say anything above this red line, the higher it is, the more likely it's going to do a reversal. The lower it is, the same way. Your values are the highest it can go is 0 and 100. So anytime the market touches 100 or 0, you know damn sure that the market is about to reverse. Anything that's above this red line and underneath this red line lets you know, all right, the market is about to reverse. That would have been your first winning trade if you called that reversal. You know why? Because the market had touched damn near 100. Really says the value is 99.58, but that's close enough because it looks like it's touching 100. You follow me? The reason why I had you guys choose 95 and 5 is because majority of the time, even when it touches that line, you're pretty much straight. Like, look, if you look at these trades over here, market's going up, but it touches my red line all of a sudden. Let me take that off so you follow the market. Market's going up. All of a sudden, it touches my red line. You know, all right, reversal's about to happen. I took a reverse, I'm going to win that trade. Market's going up, touches my red line. You're like, all right, I know reversal's about to happen. If I take that reversal, I'm going to win that trade. Same thing. It's right about to touch my line. I know, well, the closer it gets, it's about to take a reversal trade. All of a sudden, reversal comes down. Now, most of the time, it will go over, right? So in reality, the closer it is to 100, the better to take a put. The closer it is to 0, the better to take a call. Because if you would have seen the market go right here and you're like, hey, touch my red line, let me take a minute down, you would have lost those trades. In all these little scenarios right here, you will lose those trades if you assume just because it touches the red line that the market's going to reverse instantly. The closer it is to 100 and 0, better. I just gave you those things so you can get the gist, like the idea. Because when it passes that red line, you know reversal is about to occur. Okay, so let's just look at some situations on what reversals look like. So I'm going to use my horizontal line so I can show you guys what those candles look like, all right? So this went over my red line. The market's going up. So if I drag my red line all the way over here, my green candle, you know, candles, as soon as the candle closes on the minute, all of a sudden a new candle occurs. That means that previous activity will no longer move. Now, if my RSI says that this candle was uptrend and ended on 100, I know reversal is about to occur. If I take a 1 minute put, all of a sudden it's going to be a hella big drop. I'm going to win that trade because it's on 100. So the closer it is to 100, I know, oh shit, I'm going to win my trade. So let's go over here. If I drag this over, this is close to 0. It's not touching the bottom though, but it's close to 0. But you see my white candles going down. I assume, because it's outside the Bollinger Bands, it's close to 0, I'm going to take my reversal trade. All of a sudden, 1 minute up, I would have won that trade. It's reversal. The market's going down. You do reversal. That means it's a 1 minute call. All of a sudden, you win your trade. Scroll over. So here, down side of Bollinger Bands, but what happens? All of a sudden, my RSI is touching 0. I know reversal is about to occur. I take that 1 minute call. All of a sudden, I'm going to win my trade. You follow me? When the two indicators match up with each other, 9 times out of 10, you're going to win that trade. If you're just going by RSI, every single time it touches 100 or 0, 9 times out of 10, you're going to win the trade. Let's scroll over here. So it goes, let's see. This is outside of the Bollinger Bands right here. What happens? RSI is on the 0. All of a sudden, I'm like, okay, reversal is about to occur. I take a 1 minute up. All of a sudden, I win that trade. Same shit right here. Look at this. Outside of the Bollinger Bands on the uptrend. My RSI's on 100. All of a sudden, I take a 1 minute put. I'm going to win that trade. Do you guys see a pattern in this? If you see the pattern, type the letter Y. Now, just going off these two little basics, does this look like some complicated ass shit? Because it's not. But this is just the basics. You can't always depend on these two little things. I'm just having you guys learn on this shit. Because it's easy as fuck, bro. Like if you can't understand this, then how you going to learn, you know, the more advanced shit? Now, would you wait for the time to go down to a minute left on? Yes, I would, Larry. Because what I mean by starting on the top of the candle means it just turned 51 6 seconds ago. I'm waiting until right before it turns 51. So like right now, it's 5:51, 15 seconds, right? I'm waiting till like 5:51 and 58 seconds. Then I'm taking out reversal. Because I know as soon as that candle closes, if I'm like, you know, if the reversal's legit, I'm gonna win my trade. On turbo trades, if you wait to even like 5:52 in 2 seconds, bro, you can lose your trade. Like for real, man. Like everything, every second counts on turbos. I do binaries, so you can come in your trade anytime you want to on binary. The turbos, every second counts. So you got to be quick on this. But you're always coming in at the top of the candle, bro. On reversals, you come in at the top. That way your strike doesn't really matter. Later on, when you learn how to trade, your strike rate, fast connection. For turbos, yes. Binary, you don't need a fast connection, bro. But on turbo trades, every second counts, I'm telling you. If you're off by even a single second or two, you will lose your turbo trades. You're only learning the concept on this. But once you get how to figure how to use these indicators, you can easily do binary. So you're just going to practice on this thing for a week. But let me show you guys more examples, all right? So look, whenever they touch the red line, you know, okay, you know, eventually it's going to reverse, right? But you want to be safe because you don't want to gamble with your money. So we're going to go off the 0 and 100 principle. Let's go all the way over here. Sudden, this candle right here, yes, it's inside the Bollinger Bands, but look, it's a downward candle. All of a sudden, it hits 0. I know a reversal is about to occur. So I take a 1 minute call. Hardly any movement, but I still would have won that trade because look at that. It's above where I ended. So I would have won. Same thing over here. I'm going to scroll over. Right here. Market's going up. Touch my 100. I'm doing a 1 minute put. All of a sudden, I would have won that trade because the market went down. Scroll over some more. Market's going up and it's outside of Bollinger Bands. It's on 100. I know reversal's about to hit. 1 minute put, I'm going to win. Same thing over here. Market's a downward candle. This right here, though, is actually a reversal pattern, though, candle reversal pattern. Those sheets that I gave you guys when I told you to memorize it, this is a dead giveaway. This pattern is a dead giveaway that a reversal is about to occur. It's on that sheet. Matter of fact, let me see if I can pull that up real quick. That's just a dead giveaway. This is why I want you guys to study this, man. Because once you figure this out, there's no reason why you should be losing. I'm telling you. Let's see. Where is that thing? Is that it? Hold up. What does that look like? All right, that's an inverse hammer. So 1, 2, 3. Inverted hammer. With that long ass wick headed up. Yeah, that's close enough, bro. That pattern right there could be the inverted hammer. Let's see. Anything else that look close to it? Right here. That ladder bottom could be the same thing. The morning star. All right. That's why I want you guys to study that stuff, because when you see patterns like this, that's a guarantee it's going to be reversal. So anyways, you see, you can identify, you see 0. So you're going to take that 1 minute reversal put, call anyways. All of a sudden, 1 minute up, you would have won that trade. Do you mind putting those sheets in our Facebook chat when you can? The sheets are actually in the files on Binary Breakthrough, like the actual group. It's in the files. But I can post them again on the actual chat so you guys all get it, okay? So same thing. I'm just looking for hundreds and zeros, bro. So all of a sudden, look at this. All the way over here. So I'm going to scroll over. So look, it's outside of Bollinger Bands. It's on 100 again. Taking a 1 minute put, I would have won my trade. All the way over here, look at it, look at this. Outside of the Bollinger Bands. And it's on 0. 1 minute call, I'm going to win my trade. You see how easy this shit is, though. You're just looking for hundreds and zeros. So right here, look at it. Market's going out. It's outside of Bollinger Bands, and it's on 0. 1 minute call, I would have won the trade. Right here. All the way outside of the Bollinger Bands. Market's on 0. Taking a 1 minute call, would have won the trade. Again. Outside of the Bollinger Bands. I know reversal's going to happen soon. And it's on 0. 1 minute call, I would have won the trade. And it's the same shit all day, bruh. So, right here. Market's on 0. 1 minute call, would have won the trade. When it hits 100 and or 0, how do you know to do a 1 minute or 5 minute trade? When do you know 1 minute or 5 minute trade? Well, that's the thing, y'all. Because look at this. This is a 1 minute candle. You know that every single minute a new candle will appear, right? So as soon as that hits 100 and it ends outside of your Bollinger Bands, or even if it hits 0 and ends out of your Bollinger Bands, you know the reversal is about to start, right? As soon as that new minute starts and the new minute candle appears, take that reversal trade. And you're going to win. Because the reversal always happens. It's that simple. You're just waiting till it's 100 or 0. That's all you're doing. If you want to take a 5 minute chart, then naturally, if you want to take a 5 minute trade, then naturally, wouldn't you look at the 5 minute candles? Look at this. It's the same shit, bro. So look, let's look for some hundreds and zeros. Let's see what we can find. Let's see. It's outside of the Bollinger Bands right here. It's near the 0. Can you guys hear me right now? Can you guys hear? All right. So check this out. Outside of the Bollinger Bands, RSI is near 0. Taking a 5 minute call. These are 5 minute charts. So this lets you know that every 5 minutes a new candle will appear. So look at this. If it's outside of Bollinger Bands and it's near 0, take a 5 minute call, you're gonna win that trade. If it's all the way over here, look at this. Right here. Outside of the Bollinger Bands and it's near 100. I'm gonna take a 5 minute put. I'm gonna win the trade. This one right here. It's on the Bollinger Band. It's not out, but it's still at 100. I'm gonna take a 5 minute put. I'm gonna win that trade. This one right here. Outside of Bollinger Bands and it's near 0. 5 minute call. I'm gonna win that trade. Either one is good, bro. It does not matter. If it's on 100 or 0, take the reverse. You're gonna win the trade more than likely. If it's outside of the Bollinger Bands and it's on 100 or 0, take that trade, and 9 times out of 10 you're gonna win. This is just some basic ass stuff, bro. And this, you will only win if you take it as soon as that new candle starts forming, though, bro. Because if you wait even a couple of seconds and you don't know anything about strike rate, there's a good chance you can lose your trades. You'll learn more about strike rate later, but it's just some basic ass stuff. And as you play around with this, you can win. Yeah, around the 57, 58, before the candle closes, that's a good time to come into your trade. Especially if you have a slow-ass connection. But you're just pretty much anticipating the reversals using these indicators. It's simple as shit, bro. Now look, it's the same thing on longer term charts. So look, I'm going to get rid of this line right here. Then look at this. If I look at a 15-minute trade, right? 15-minute chart. So look at this. Let's identify some wins. So right here. Outside of the Bollinger Bands, right? RSI is on 0. These are 15-minute candles, so this lets you know that every 15 minutes a new candle will appear. So as soon as this candle closes, I know the next 15 minutes, that's going to be a call because it's the reversal candle. I take 15 minutes up, I'm going to win the trade because the candle closed right here. Nine times out of 10. It's not always guaranteed because these indicators aren't always spot on. But pretty much it's 9 times out of 10 you're going to win those trades, bro. So let me delete this thing real quick so I can show you. So if I go to objects. All right, so let's identify more trades, right? So if I go right here, it's near 100, right? It's a call, and it's near my 100. This lets me know a reversal will happen soon. Because it's near 100, when my candle closes, I'm taking a 15-minute put, the reversal trade, right? 15 minutes down, I would have won that trade. Go over here. Outside of my Bollinger Bands, right? Near 100, I'm taking that 15-minute put. I'm going to win that trade. Same thing here. It's uptrend. It's near 100 right here. 15-minute put, I'm going to win my trade. All the way over here. Outside of the Bollinger Bands, it's near 0. 15-minute call, I'm going to win my trade. Over here. It's a downtrend. It's not outside of Bollinger Bands, but it's on 0. I'm just take that 15-minute call and win the trade. All the way over here. Outside of the Bollinger Bands, and it's on 100. Taking a reversal, 15-minute put, I'm going to win that trade. Does this stuff look complicated to you guys? Is anybody confused on what's going on? Is everybody following along? All right, then. So as you guys can see, this isn't really that complicated, right? If it's outside of the Bollinger Bands and your both indicators match up, why wouldn't you take the trade on the candle before? What are you talking about? Because even though it's outside of the Bollinger Bands, this one right here, what I told you, when it's on 100 or if it's 0, right? 9 times out of 10, it's gonna reverse. This right here on the Bollinger Bands, it glided like a flat line, as you can see. That's why it's like it's still going up a little bit. It's kind of hard to tell because right here, damn. You see how this like it's going up, and then you see like the little stagnant line right there. It stayed up for 2 candles. So outside of Bollinger Bands, it's near 100, right? But if you would have took that 15-minute put, you would have lost. Next one was up 15 minutes, right? So it's still near 100. You think, all right, I'm going to take my 15-minute put because it's on 100. All of a sudden, you would have won that trade. So like I told you on the indicators, it lets you know when a reversal is about to happen, like when it's about to happen. It doesn't always let you know. I mean, like doesn't mean it's always going to be immediate. That's what I was saying. So that was a flat line. You would have got faked out in the first one. But when you take that second candle down, all of a sudden you would have won that trade up. It's some basic stuff. But this is why I also don't trade with indicators. Because when you're playing with your real money and you're trying to compound and make some cash, you don't want to gamble. Like, because you can lose some serious money. To be sure. And I have a method that shows me how to actually like read these candles. Right now you're reading indicators. I have a method that shows me how to read the candles. So knowing that much information, I'm literally gonna wait until I'm sure that the candle's gonna move in the opposite direction. Then I'm gonna trade based off of that. That's how I do it anyways. But as you can see, this stuff is basic. If you just wait for the hundreds and the zeros, you're pretty much, in the money most of the time. Simple stuff, y'all. So let's see. That's insane shit. That shit's just crazy, dog. It's fucking crazy. All right. So remember when I was showing you guys in your spot options, I just showed you how many wins right now. Now I told you if you had did $50, right? If you win one trade, that puts you up $41. We're gonna do 80 because it's easier math. So 80% on this asset. $50, you win one trade, it's $40 in your pocket. If you do this 5 times, that's $200 in your pocket. Or you can just compound on 5 trades and literally just make over $1,000 for the same amount of effort. It's really up to you. Like I said, don't be reckless, man. Like you guys are just gonna play around and and use this spot to try to figure out how to learn trades. And once you get confident, like treat it like a real account. That way you don't go broke. Like for real, dog. Not spot option, because spot option's a demo account, bro. But it works like the real market. I just have you guys playing on this because it's easy to learn. And if you can learn this, you can learn anything. Spot options, you're just playing with paper money. But it's not real money. There are brokers that use the same platform, though. Just touching the Bollinger Band will not count. Only if it hits 5 or 100. If it hits 0 or 100, it's most of the time. Like, that reverse is going to happen. 9 times out of 10, you can hit that. And you hold your trade 0 or 100. If it hits 5 and 25, you still get it, bro. As you can see, these things are set on 5 and 5. When it's gone past multiple times. So that's not even safe, you feel me? The 95 and 5. Matter of fact, I want everybody to right-click. Right-click on this, right? On the RSI. I want you to go to the indicator list. Your screen should look like mine. It'll have Bollinger Bands and a relative strength index. I want you to double-click on your relative strength index. And I want you to change your levels to 0 and 100. You will not take any trades unless it's 0 or 100. It doesn't even say. As a matter of fact, I want you to actually see that red line though. So we're gonna click 1 and 99. Click 1 and 99. All right. Yeah, that's better. You guys will only take trades if this thing goes to 1 or 99. All right. And yes, you're gonna get irritated because you're gonna feel like, it's not hitting it enough. But honestly, do you want to gamble or do you want to invest, man? Because you'll have better chances winning your trades. All right, you're gonna right-click, go on the indicator list, double-click on your relative strength index, and change your levels to 1 and 99. Then push OK. The most for sure wins using this is when these things hit 1 and 99. Anything else says when taking 1 minute trades, wait till the time remaining on spot options goes down to a minute left. Nah. Binary works different, Larry. So for example, this thing ends at 4:15 on the Euro USD. That's 7 minutes. You can only take your trades on binary up to before the final 5 minutes that this thing closes. So I can only take this until my clock turns to 4:10. Once the clock turns 4:10 on market watch, like right here, I can no longer trade on this asset. On turbo trades, you can do it any you want to. But the same principles apply. If you want to take that trade on the 15 minutes, all you're going to do is you're going to be like, all right, in 5 minutes, my new 15 candle can start. So I'm going to trade at the top of the candle, and I'm going to be like, all right, market's moving in that direction. All right, that's what I'm going to do. I want my trade. So that's what you do. Spot options is demo. You don't make real money on spot options, bro. It's just practice because you guys don't know what you're doing. You ain't getting paid to not know what you're doing. But as you can see, anytime it's close to 1 and 99, you can take those trades. If it doesn't hit that, If it's at least close enough, that's somewhat an indication. But if it doesn't hit that, you're pretty much gambling with this indicator. Those are your best bets when it touches that area. You will win most of your trades. Cool? If everybody likes that, type the letter Y. I guess only 2 people like that. I straight up, bro. When I first started trading, this was all I used was the RSI. I've been learning for about like 4 months now. So my teacher taught me how to use these 2 things. But I didn't know the Bollinger Band, so I started with RSI. I traded on demo for like a day. Then I went on live my second day. And just using the RSI, bro, like I made over $254 on my live account in 2 hours. Just playing with binaries and doing this RI stuff. So the shit works, man. Just don't rely on it forever. You're going to use this to learn, all right? And then I'm going to teach you some even better stuff later on, okay? But I'm going to have you guys play with this. How do you change your RSI? Rechange your RSI, or was like that before? All right, Michael, what you want to do is you want to go right-click on the screen, click on indicator list at the top, go to your relative strength index, right? I had you on 5 and 95. I want you to change it to 1 and 99, okay? And push OK. That's what you guys are going to practice on, all right? So, to practice, what I want you guys to do is get a feeling. We're going to start having you guys play with some turbo trades, okay? I want you guys to get a feeling for this shit. So, zoom in, right? And you're going to be patient. You guys are going to be patient. Now, what I want you to do is everybody go to your spot options, all right? You're going to come up here. And you see these 2 tabs? You're only going to play with binary, and you're going to play with 60 seconds, all right? Now, 60 seconds are your turbo trade options, all right? You can trade anywhere from 30 seconds to 5 minutes. But since we're looking on 1-minute candles, we're going to do 1-minute trades, just 60 seconds, all right? The payout works a little differently depending on how much time you choose. Obviously, these are 70%. 5 minutes is 77%, but if you do minute 30 seconds, 84% payout. Also, the investment amount that you get, the payout is fixed, so you can only get a certain amount. The most you can do on a turbo trade, $250. The thing about this, right, if you put $250 down and you won your trade, you get 70% of that. So that's $175 profit in a minute of your time, bro. If you won 4 of these trades, right, every single day with no losses, that's $700 profit you made every single day. Now, I don't fuck with turbo trades because I'm not good at these. I do long term. I feel like if I put $250 down and try to guess where the candle's going for a minute, my heart's gonna race and I'm just gonna trip and stress out. All right, so I don't like turbos. But we're gonna have you practice on turbos so you can gain the concept of this faster. All right. But just imagine if you did that $700 profit in a matter of 4 minutes. Then you can just go about and enjoy the rest of your day. I feel that binary. Hearts all racing and stuff, right? Now, if you honestly don't want to play with 250, we're just going to do $5 trades, and you can get a feeling for this, right? So what you guys are going to do is, and just think about this for a second too, matter of fact, if you had a $250 investment, right? Think about this. Would you honestly just want to keep pushing calls and puts and hope that you win somewhere in this market? Or are you going to wait? Are you going to wait until literally when the market hits 1 or 99? Those are your safest trades. So anything else is gambling. So why wouldn't you wait for it to hit 1 and 99? If you want to be safe and make some money, you're going to wait and pay attention to these markets. Yes, you can get impatient, but if you don't have the patience right now, come back to the market later. Otherwise, you guys are going to go broke. That's why you need discipline on this. So these candles are getting small. So actually, I want to look at a different chart because I don't like how these are going right now. So let's see. That's not bad. I want everybody to go to the USD JPY, all right? If you don't have it, go to this left side of your screen, look for JPY, all right? And I want you to click and then drag it all the way down to your default. I want you to open it up. All currencies, commodities, indices as well. It works for currencies, all right? I don't really trade commodities, and I've never traded indices. I wouldn't be surprised if it worked. I really wouldn't, but I don't trade those. I trade currencies, so I ain't gonna give you no false information, bro. Hold on, let me save that template real quick too. So if I save over Asher setting, all right. So is everybody looking at the USD JPY yet? If you are, type the letter Y. All right then. Now, what I want you to do, if your screen does not look like this, then right click, go to template, and then click on whatever you saved your template as, and your screen should look like this, okay? Matter of fact, if you didn't save the new settings where the RSI was on 1.99, go back to your Euro USD, go to your templates, save over that template that you initially created, then go back to your USD JPY, right click, reload the template, and your screen will look exactly the same. Everybody understand? Is anybody confused, or are we all on the same page? All right then. So just 30 seconds more until this minute candle closes. So what I want you to do is, oh yeah, by the way, only trade when you see decent market movement. Honestly, if you see the Euro USD and you see little ass candles like this, it's time to look at a different chart because nothing's happening right here. So when you see stuff like that, go to a different chart. USD JPY has some better movement going on. So these are some better candles to look at. So what I want you guys to do is, once you learn your reversal patterns, you can tell on when these things are going to move. But I just want you guys to look for those 1s and 99s, okay? And whenever this thing is damn near, like near your 1 and 99, like your red line, take those reversal trades. If it touches, take those reversal trades. If you lose the first reversal trade like this right here, this was all upward movement. So anywhere in this area, you would have lost until it finally reversed. And then it went back to one-word movement. So you will get areas like that. And this is why I say don't rely on indicators. Because you're going to see this on your red line. You're going to be like, oh, shit, it's the perfect time to take a trade. You're going to lose a lot of money in this area looking for those reversals. So when you lose on that reversal, don't chase it. Like, don't chase it. Just wait for the next swing trade, okay? This would have been perfect. That touched your red line. Take the reversal, you would have won. That, near your red line, take the reversal, would have won. This, near your red line, take the reversal, you'd have won. Near your red line, reversal, win. 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 This right here, you would have lost some more because you would have took that reversal. When you get that first loss, stop trading. Wait for the next swing. Right here, near your red line, right? You take that reversal, technically, you would have tied. Technically on this shit, you would actually tie. So that's not bad. But this right here, if you took that reversal right there, you would have lost. This is actually a reversal pattern though. So again, study your candle sheets because once you identify this, you'll be good. Near your red line, reversal, you would have won. Near your red line, reversal, you would have won. Near your red line, reversal, you win. Near your red line, reversal, win. Near your red line, the size would go up one, but all of a sudden it reverses. Near your red line again, reversal, win. Near red line, reversal. Near red line, reversal. Near red line, reversal. Just keep in mind, y'all, the closer it is to your red lines, the better. Simple as that. Everybody understand? All right. So you're going to click on your arrow. If it's not already highlighted, of course. I click on my arrow with the green. Takes me all the way to the end. These candles look like garbage right now. So let me see if I can find something. It's all shitty right now. Everything's consolidated like Jesus. Let me see what we got. Oh. By the way, if you can't find any of these currencies on your MetaTrader, like don't stress, because MetaTrader doesn't have every currency that you can trade on, okay? Just match it up with the ones that you can find. Simple as that. So we got, what is this? Did I see euros? So we got Euro JPY. So I'm going to go here. Add that, and I'm going to see if I can find something good. So all right. So these are all 1 minute charts. All right. So it's perfect, right? So look at this. This candle closes in 10 seconds. It's near my red line though, right? So let's see what happens. See, they're going to reverse or it's going to get even, see, look at that. So you see the candle didn't close, so it pulled away from my red line. So all of a sudden, now that movement happens. That's why I say wait till your candle closes. Because when a candle closes, you're going to know the true area on where these things end. While the candle's forming though, this gold line is going to move though. Yeah, you saw that pullback, right? So that's why I say you wait. Wait until the candle literally closes, then take that reversal trade. That would have been a win regardless if we took that 1 minute reversal, but still though, that pullback can mess you up on your strike rates. But you see what happens? So what I want you guys to do is I want you to pay attention to your indicators. I also want you guys, because we're going to make sure you get on this, right? So on your currency charts over here, I want you guys to drag down, if you don't already have it, I want you to have Euro USD, USD JPY, Euro JPY, AUD USD. Those 4 charts down here. Once you have those, I want you to right click on each of those charts and upload your template. That way all your screens look the same. I want you all to have your periodicity on 1 minute, okay? Once you have it on 1 minute, I want you to play with your indicators and look for good reversal trades. Once you find those reversal trades, I want you to match your currency up with that trade, with that asset, and I want you to practice trading. It's fake money, so you're not going to go broke off of this. But you can at least get the idea on how these platforms work, right? So this right here, this is Euro USD. It's on my red line. This looks like a reversal pattern setting up, so it still can keep going down. But right now, I'm a newbie-ass trader, so it's on my red line. I'm going to take a minute up, and I'm going to see what happens. So I assume reversal trade. New candle's going to start, show up right here in a second. And if the market keeps going down, then I'm going to lose $250. If the market goes up, then I'm going to win because I assume the reversal. And it's actually lagging a little bit because the new candle should be here already. There it goes. So we're going to see what happens. Is it going to come down or is it going to bounce off because it touched my red line? 30 seconds left. I scroll down, it shows my position. Currently winning that trade. Market went for the reversal. What happened? So if I go back to my spot options, I'm winning my trade. 14 seconds left. The current rate's higher than my strike rate. I took that reversal, right? Candle's about to close. 24 seconds left. What happens? And I win my trade. That's going to validate. It's going to tell you if you won or not right here. Won the trade. Got that in profit. That's $175. All I did was wait for the indicator. You see how easy that shit is, guys? Is everybody getting like the concept of this? All you're doing is swing trading. You're waiting for your indicators to match up, then you take the reversal trade. It's funny because I was outside of the spot of the Bollinger Bands and my indicator matched up. What do we say? 9 times out of 10 when it's outside and your indicator match up, you take that reverse. That was a winning trade. There's no clock on spot options for turbo trades. You can take those anytime you want on turbos. But this is the timer. So when you take that trade, it says 60 seconds. You're going to come down here and there's going to be a little clock. Yes, I took a call. When you say the market's going up, that's a call. When you say the market's going down, that's a put. So all of a sudden, it's right. So right now it's playing middle market. It's not near my red lines. So I'm going to look at my other assets to see if I can find something that is. I'm only looking for stuff that's near my red lines, all right? If it's not near it, I'm not trading it. Simple as that. So I want you to play around with this. Remember to match up your assets. That was a Euro USD trade. So I'm looking at the Euro USD 1 minute. If I want to look at some other assets, then I'm going to switch up my charts and match them up. When the Bollinger Bands are close together, not good to take a trade. When the Bollinger Bands are close together like this, it just means it's smaller candles. The wider these bands are, the bigger the candles. That means there's a lot more activity going on. I got the best entry point because I took it at the top of the candle. That's why I say take it at the top. If you come in 30 seconds in that trade, you can easily miss your entry point because you saw how quickly that candle grew. If you take it at the top, though, you don't need to worry about strike rate because when it reverses, that's a guaranteed win. So you're interpreting the reversal and then you're just trading in that direction. That's all you're doing. You trade it as soon as the candle starts forming. That's all you do. So I'm just looking and looking. That's all I'm doing. Yep, Michael's exactly on the money. This is funny, man. That's a reversal pattern right there, bruh. That's a reversal pattern. So your homework, everybody's homework here, to literally play with these, right? You're going to obviously practice on turbos and binary. But I want you to do both. Do turbos. Turbos, the candles form quicker. But the same thing with binary, like the same thing, right? You're just looking for those ones and hundreds. And you're going to take those binary trades. I want you to match up your expiries and whatnot, right? This is 4:45. So I know for a fact my clock is 2 hours faster than this thing right here. So 4:45, my clock says 6:29. So that means in 16 minutes, this trade will close. So if I'm looking at my 15-minute candle on the Euro USD, right? If I go right here, it's close to my red line, right? But it's not on it. When it touches my red lines, I'm looking for those reversal trades. So you know that in 30 seconds, a new 15-minute candle is going to appear. This is a 15-minute chart. 20 seconds, a new 15-minute candle will appear. By the time this candle stops moving, if it's not on this red line, you're not trading. You're just going to check every 15 minutes to see when that candle appears. That's all you're going to do. You can check your 30-minute candle because 30 minutes have gone by, so a new 30-minute candle shows up. You can check your 10-minute candle. because 10 minutes just went by. Same shit. Touch your red line, reversal. Touch the red line, reversal. It's near the red line. It glided for a second, but all of a sudden reversal. It's the same shit. So you're just matching up your candles with your expiry times. If you guys can do that straight, it's simple as that, y'all. And the only reason you're practicing on turbos is so you can gain the concept. Are there any questions? Now with these little tools, these indicators that I gave you, I want you guys to practice with this for a week. And then obviously, if you have questions, I don't have a problem helping you guys out. Like that's the whole point of the group, to help you guys. So if you're gonna have questions, you're gonna want to know stuff, man. So I'm gonna help you out, okay? But I want you to practice matching up your indicators and looking for these things. If it's outside of Bollinger Band and it's on 100 and 0, reversal. If it's on 100 and 0, 9 times out of 10 it's reversal. It's just all going to be about timing, okay? And remember, you trade when your candles close. Don't trade in the middle of your candles. If you're on a 15-minute trade, don't trade 7 minutes into the trade. You feel me? Wait till that 15-minute increment closes and then take your trade accordingly. Same thing with turbos. In 18 more seconds, the minute's going to end. So I'm looking in 15 more seconds when the minute closes, I'm looking for my trade. Wait till the last seconds, trade that reversal. So 3 more seconds, I'm going in. You feel me? If I know the direction, but it's nowhere near my red lines, so I'm not trading. Now this one right here, it's outside of Bollinger Bands, and it's on 0. I just missed that shit though. But look, it's already trying to reverse. So this is a stupid ass trade to be honest, but I'm gonna just go in. Because I already missed 20 seconds onto that shit, but it bounced. So if this is a legitimate ass trade, then I'll be straight, but it's going down. Now it's really a stupid ass trade. If I would have came in right here at the top, then I would have been tied right now. I actually would have been winning. But you know why it's a fake out though, right, bro? You know why it's a fake out? It's a fake out because I didn't come in at the top of the candle. If I did, I would have been winning. Because you see where this white silver little line is? It's above my entry point if you come in at the top of the candle. I would have been winning that shit right there. But because I came in 13 seconds too late, I'm losing the trade. Look at this. Actually, it's tied right now, but still. But that's why I say coming at the top. And I actually tied my trade though, so it's all good, man. I didn't lose at least. And it just went up though. That's a reversal pattern right here though. It looks like it, but it's also not on my red line anymore. That does look like a reversal pattern. So matter of fact, and again, that's reckless trading, bro, because it's not at the top of the candle, just so you guys know. When it's not on your red lines, don't take the trades. It wasn't on my red line, and I took that trade. So that's why I'm losing right here. So that's where discipline comes into play. Like straight up though, because the market went down, all of a sudden I'm losing that trade. And that's why I lost that shit. So always take it at the top, yo. But you guys see the pattern that's going on though, right? All right. All right, is there any questions? Is anybody still confused? We need to find a reversal. Do you mean it's just going the opposite direction? Like reversal patterns. So for example, reversal means if it's going down, reversal means market's gonna go up. Reversal pattern on the sheet is when you see this going down, right? All of a sudden you see that doji, that lets you know, oh shit, it's about to come bring its ass right back up because it's a candle reversal pattern. Those things aren't 100% correct, but those things are 9 times out of 10 like correct, like for real. So that's why I say memorize those sheets. Now on long term, those things are perfect. On turbos, which I honestly don't like turbos, you know, anything can happen. But long term, it's pretty legit though, bro. That's why I want you guys to learn that stuff, because I'm good at long term. I'm not good at turbos, homie. I'm just showing y'all this because it's easier to get the concept and the candles form faster. If you're looking at 15-minute candles, look at this. Let me show y'all something. If you're looking at 15-minute candle right here, it touches your red line. You get one trade. You take that reversal, you win. But then look what happens. Look how long it takes until you get your next trade, bro. So it goes. So it's your reversal. 1, 2, 3. Hold on, let me take that off. All right. So, all right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And you see how that's all along the red line? You would have lost some trades right there. You would have lost them if you expected a reversal quickly. So once you get that first loss, you actually wait till the next swing. But you see all this movement? Every last one of these candles represent 15 minutes. You would have waited hours for that next swing, bro. Literally. So that means if you go by these principles of discipline, right here, one reversal trade, you win. Come down here, you're going to lose because you're going to anticipate reversal. So you're going to get your first loss. But then you're waiting, damn it, you're waiting all these hours for the next one that's near 100. Or actually, next one is near 0. Then you take that reversal. It didn't touch those. So actually, you probably would have missed that too. Unless you check the Bollinger Bands and were like, oh, it's near 0. So that's the only way you would have won that trade. But for the obvious though, red line, win. 1 loss. Wait all these hours. Next one, red line. It's 2 wins and 1 loss, bro. And imagine if you didn't even see that candle when it finally touched the red line. So that's why I'm like, so you guys can learn this quickly. We're just going off of 1 minute because the same principles apply. And when it touches those red lines, you get those reversals. Cool? All right. So I want you guys to play with this. I'm going to give you guys the pictures as well in the group chat right now, okay? So you guys can have it again. The candle reversal pattern. So let me post that real quick. So let's see. People still asking me about that 10K challenge, man. It's crazy. Let's see. It's also in the file section. All right, those pictures that I put up, everybody save those pictures. It's so possible, man, as you explain it. It's like, wow, I can't believe I'm in the right place. You're in the right place because I believe in helping people fuck shit up, bro. So as long as you practice and ask questions and really make an effort, you're going to make some money. Like, I'm going to make sure that shit, dog. But there's like some people in the group have been in longer than you guys on the webinar right now, but they never respond back to anything. It's like, why'd you pay $100 to not take this shit seriously? So as long as you guys work with me, I'm going to help y'all out, bro. But if you're just quiet, then I'm going to enjoy that 100 that you sent me. You feel me? like, so help me help you. Too, man. I take my time seriously, man. I could be out getting some ice cream right now, but I had to get you guys started, all right? So save those sheets, all right? Save those sheets. Study that shit. Play with these indicators on the turbos. Remember, 60-second trades. Always match up your asset with your chart. Make sure your periodicity is on 1 minute. Every single chart, whatever chart you're looking at. If you're taking 1 minute trades, then look at 1 minute charts. If you're taking 5 minute trades, look at 5 minute charts. If you take 15-minute trades, look at 15-minute fucking charts, bro. Like, that's simple. And then look for those reversals. Yes, 60-second trades, 57 or 58 seconds and get in. Yes. That's what you do. Now here's a fun fact, just in case you guys didn't notice this. Whenever the reversals occur, check this out. I'm going to show you one more thing, all right? Now this isn't always 100% spot on, but I did notice this, all right? So let's say, let's see if I can show some good examples, all right? So one. All right, so one, no. All right, so one, nope. All right, so right here, 1, 2, 1. Yeah, it works. All right, 1. Nah, there's no good examples right here. 1, 2. Take that off real quick. 1, 2. Well, yeah, there's some decent examples. 1, 2. All right, then. Well, anyways, here's a little fun fact, and I don't necessarily recommend this, especially, like, if you guys start losing with this second little thing, like, you know, just stick to the first method on ones and hundreds, all right? But here's something that I noticed as well, right? On those reversals, whenever the trend changes, normally, if you hit that reversal trade, you know, obviously that's going to be a win. But if you miss that first reversal trade, then just take the next minute in that direction. Now, it's not always spot on, okay? So, you know, it's really up. It's like, it's really your call. But normally, whenever reversals occurs, the next candle usually goes in that same direction. So, like, for example, right? It's green candle. Your RSI matches up. All of a sudden, it reverses. Next minute goes down as well, right? Now, this is just not even paying attention to the indicators, but look at this, right? All of a sudden, this reverses. Let's say you missed that. Next minute, same direction, right? You win. All of a sudden, this reverses. You miss it. Next minute, same direction, you win. Still goes down. Next one, reverses. You missed it, right? All of a sudden, next minute, same direction, you win. All of a sudden, reverses. You missed it. Next minute, you same direction, you win. This one, it reversed. All of a sudden, you trade same direction, you lose. You're like, all right, fuck it. I'm going to just wait until the 1 in 99 hits. So then look down here. Right here, it's on 0. Well, it's on your red line. You take that reversal. For 1 minute, you're going to win. All of a sudden, you get greedy. You're like, all right, it's going to be same direction. You're going to take another minute call. You're going to lose and shit. You're like, all right, let me just wait until it hits my 1 in 99. So let's go further back. So right here, right, it's on 100. All of a sudden, 1 minute reverse, you would have win. If you trade the same direction, you would lose this shit. But if you trade, yeah, these candles are small. So that's not a good example. But look at that. It's greens, same direction. Whites, same direction. Whites, same direction. It's like the same shit. So if you miss that first trade, it is sometimes you can trade in the same direction and win. Only when it hits 1 in 100. Everything else, like the rest of this, that's just gambling your money. But like right here, touch your red line, reverses. Next one, same direction. That's all I'm saying, y'all. So, but then even right here, reverse, next one, same direction. This one right here. Reverse, next one, same direction. And then right here is up, next one. You would have took that, actually would have been a tie, but still. So, that's all I'm saying, though. So does anybody have any questions or not? Did Lulu get off? Kari? I think she got kicked off. What the hell? All right, then, y'all. So practice this. I want you to go over this, go over those sheets, practice this for a week. If you have any questions, y'all, you know, hit me up. If you have any questions and I'll answer quick enough, then post it in the group and somebody can help you out. This really isn't that complicated. Then once you guys get the hang of this, then I'm going to move you on to the Wix-based stuff. And that's going to help you not have to worry about necessarily, you know, getting in right at the minute of when these candles change. but you're going to also learn how to read, you know, long-term candles and get in any time at the up trade. So that's going to help you guys out a lot in the future. All right, y'all? All right, and Tony, if you get a chance, when you get a chance, bro, if this has been recording, send me the link if you can, bro, and then also post it up in the group. And I appreciate you guys, all right? All right, then, y'all. If you need anything, hit me up in the inbox. Play around with the spot options. The market does not close until Friday, y'all. So just practice your asses off. If you have any questions, hit me up, and we'll just go from there, all right, y'all? Y'all have a great evening, okay? All right, most definitely.